Good evening, everyone. Classy lady. Welcome to my channel. I am the host and the content creator of the Classy Lady Station. Thank y'all for stopping by. Have a seat. Sit down for a while. Guess I should have turned the fan down. And thank y'all for your support, first of all. Y'all that come in the chat and y'all that are in YouTube land. Welcome, welcome, welcome. As a partner with YouTube, I do have some obligations that I must put out there. I do have what they call super chats, super stickers, super thanks, and super gifts available for purchase. Also, paid memberships. Super thanks, I'm sorry, super chat, super stickers are located where you see the little waving dollar sign, like come here, come here, come here. And that ranges anywhere from $1 to $500. There's also paid memberships, which I set the levels at 3 levels: $1.99, $2.99, and $3.99, because most of us share other content creators, and we purchase multiple subscriptions. So you can purchase one of those at whatever your discretion is. Also, the little gift box, the little cute gift box that is right next to the dollar signs, that is what is called a super gift. And the super gift is when someone purchases a certain amount, and then they can go to the GIFs, and they can put whatever, purchase whichever little cute gift that they want to see me, the content creator, the host of the channel. So you can do that as well. If you want to know how it works, I usually purchase the $9.99 purchase each month, and it gives me like 700 points where I can give out. So in order to be fair and to try to support each of the content creators that I support, whether they're in this sector or they're in other sectors, I go and choose whichever one I think I want to give them. Maybe they'll get multiple a day. Maybe I'll spread them out. So I spread them out throughout the month through different ones. And occasionally when my pocket is not funny, then I'll do super chats, super stickers as well. Because I do appreciate the content that they come out here and they give. Sometimes it's a lot of helpful information. Sometimes it's drama. Whichever one. Whichever way the wind blows is cool with me. The super thanks is after you, if you go back and watch any of my replays, there is a little heart box with a dollar sign in there. That's the super gifts. Okay. The one other thing that they have, and it's absolutely free, is the hype button. The hype button is usually, you can go on any one of my videos and review it. You don't have to watch the whole thing. But when it comes up, the comments, it has 3 little dots. You can move it over and it'll have a hype button. You hit that hype button, it'll drop down and you'll see like a shooting star come up. But at the bottom, it'll tell you how many points it's going to give Classy Lady if you hit that button to hype up that particular video. It's absolutely free. I am still looking for new subscribers. You're welcome, welcome, welcome to come over, subscribe to my channel. You do that by hitting the notification bell. That way you'll know whenever I come on, or I post a short, or I may post something. The thumbs up buttons let people know and put me out there in the algorithm so other people will know that I am on live. So I appreciate that. Again, the paid memberships, the people that speak, and when they give a comment, they light up in that pretty money green. Also, I do have moderators. The moderators are here to make sure that my channel goes well and that there's no negative, derogatory statements, racial comments, bullying, anything negative that goes on. They usually, sometimes they'll see it before I do. If they see it, they can time you out anywhere from 5 minutes to 24 hours, whichever what they desire. Or if I see it, I may time you out, or I may ban you from my channel, depending on the degree of the comment. So that's the people in the big blue. They will do it to you. They are watching the channel as long as they're on. So with that being said, let me go ahead and speak to everybody. Mimi Afua was the first person in my chat, which she is a moderator. And I thank her for coming over when she can come over, modding for me. LaWanda is a paid subscriber, and I thank her for her membership. I always get my little fat fingers and hidden stuff. Hey, Lakeisha is a supporter as well. How y'all doing? Hey, Lady Justice. LaWanda, what y'all pissed about? Let's talk about it. Since y'all came over here and saying that you're pissed, okay, now the conversation is started. That's what we're gonna talk about. What you pissed off about? Let's talk about it, boo. I wish I'd have known you was pissed off. I'd have put a would have tried to go on StreamYard. All right, y'all putting these words. You're pissed. It's unbelievable. Yes, Mimi. If I never was convinced before, I am now so disappointed. Ah, hey Gloria. Thank you, Lady Justice, for the clock it. Hey Yo Yo, how you doing? I hope y'all had a good day. Matters whatever you got pissed off about. Hey Sadi. You just got out of your prayer group. Okay. Okay, LaWanda. I probably got an idea of what I may have been listening a little bit as well. I don't know. I can't say that we were talking about that I'm talking about the same one, but if you care to share or put an initial, that would be good. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Y'all agreeing, but who y'all talking about? Because evidently who I thought y'all might have been talking about ain't who y'all was talking about. So can y'all put me up on game? Initial. Some initials so I know. God, I'm gonna have to look for my selfie stick stand. This is the first one I had. I didn't think much about it. And until I started needing it for YouTube. But then this one was crooked and I had found me another one on Temu. I don't know why this one is going side like that. I can't be holding it. Some days it act right and some days it does not. So y'all come over here talking about somebody and don't want to tell me who y'all talking about? Oh yeah. Hey Lisa, how you doing? Yeah, happy Tuesday to everybody. Hey Amaya, how you doing? Like I said, hope y'all had a good day despite whatever it is that y'all heard. Um, oh no, well y'all would have to fill me in on that. I don't. I think I heard something today. Um, that was a good way of putting it. Oh, okay, Amaya, you're 25 years old. Okay, welcome. And where are you from, Amaya? I want to. You've been in here before, and you may have told me. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button coming on in. Uh, I'm gonna have to start acting like these other content creators. Y'all put some color, some color in my chat. Put some money up there. I don't have no goals. I don't know where my little goal target thing come from, so I can't set no goals to maybe get y'all to put something in there. I thank y'all for the gifts. They're greatly appreciated, and whatever it is y'all do. ADHD must be sleeping because he ain't been over here in 2 days. Hey Viola, how you doing? I had a good day today. I didn't do anything. Today usually is the day I go to the doctor on Tuesday, but being that I had the nurse to come in yesterday to check my bandage and look at everything looked pretty good to him and to me as well. So today I didn't have to go to the doctor, and my doctor was kind of short staffed today. So I'm like, and then my dad had an appointment, and I didn't want him to be because he was already working my nerves. I already told him about the appointment today. I said yesterday, once the nurse come, I'm gonna let you know if I need to go to the doctor tomorrow. If I tell y'all, if he ain't asked me one time, he asked me 50 times. And I said, Daddy, I'm gonna let you know. The nurse ain't got here yet. Once the nurse get here, check me out, and we'll agree. I'll call you and let you know that way you don't have to get up early tomorrow to than usual to worry about getting me to the doctor. So he called me on his way to his appointment, and when he said, well, let me get off here so I can concentrate on my driving and all that kind of stuff. Well, he called me. Sorry, y'all, I ate pickle and the little pickle things is. So he called me on his way back from the doctor's office, and he said what a time he had trying to get to the doctor's office. I said, you know what? Oh, I forgot it does flood in that part of town, and the water do be high. And so yeah, so now we are starting to deal with flooding out here on this side of town and different sides of town. We're starting to deal with a bunch of flooding. So yeah, so I was glad he made it back. That one too. So we got two of them. Okay, I just seen y'all. Who is Lavender? Is that a nickname for somebody on here? Hey Peggy, how you doing? Yeah. So it's starting to flood because it's raining more. It's almost 40 days and 40 nights. I haven't kept count, but that's kind of like what it's looking like, and we haven't had a named storm yet. So I can imagine once the storms and stuff hit, it's gonna be a mess. So the things that I would like to stock up on would be give me when I go to the store, another couple of cases of water, and maybe once a month get at least 2 cases of water. Shoot, my daddy drink up one himself. Give me 2 cases of water. It's time for me to stock back up on my toiletries, but I hate to, Lord forbid anything like flooding or anything like that, water coming in, then all that's wasted. But I guess I need to, I had flood insurance. I'm probably going to have to get it again. I should have, when I got my taxes, should have went on ahead and put the money aside to get it. So, but yeah, that water is coming in. It's coming up everywhere. My relatives in Louisiana. Well, that's good not to watch because you right, Psycho. Lord, if it's ever time I want to take my hand and reach up in this camera and yank somebody, that would be the one. So I had to put on do not recommend. And a couple of people I put on do not recommend. Do you know YouTube will still say for you and run them across your page? And then it make me go on there to look to see if am I subscribed or what? And then I go on there, no, I'm not subscribed. Then I go to put do not recommend. I'm already, do you want to unhide? Well, no, I already put them on do not recommend. Why are you sending this stuff across my, evidently I don't want to see it. I think YouTube is messy. I think YouTube is missing. Because I could see if I was going to check for them. I ain't been checking for them. When I put on Do Not Recommend, from the first time I heard you say the foul stuff that came out of your mouth, I never would really watch you. I just go and peek because people say or would talk about the hair or what you look like that day or whatever. And so I would go sometime and go peek. But a lot of times these people put their videos and stuff on private and stuff like that and members only. I'm not going to do all that digging. So, you know, if it come across and I see it or when I go over there, then that was fine. But like I said, after they start saying these real foul stuff and demonic and demon stuff and hitting the bell and stuff. One day I was sitting in, and I said, can't come back over here no more. Ever. So, yeah, but like I said, different people put on Do Not Recommend because I don't want, if somebody else talk about them and hold them as their commentary, fine. And if I choose to listen, I listen. But as far as me going over there, listening and viewing myself and just looking at all the stuff, and no. Because first of all, I get fixated on the way that mouth and what was coming out of it, and I just be getting sick. So, no. Yeah. Yeah, so that's the best thing to do is not to go over there. And I've told y'all, whether you're in the sister circle, you're out of the sister circle, stop going over there. If it's upsetting you, it's pulling you to a depression, it's making your heart feel sad, you don't know what you're feeling or what, stop going and seeing. Because I know me, and I know I love my freedom, and I don't know what my reaction is make me want to catch flights. And no, I know I don't want to go spend and waste my money to go see somebody and punch them out and then have to try to get on a plane and come back home and may make it back home because either y'all done beat me up, I done beat y'all up, or the police then got to me and beat me up. One of them. It's not worth it. So, yeah. Hey Kawasaki, how you doing? Hope you're feeling good today. I know we had them days. Oh, so yeah, okay. You talk, okay. See, that's who I thought you were talking about, Lawanda, when you first said it. That's who I thought, and then Yo-Yo said something about else. Yeah. No, I'm not upset, Kawasaki. I was trying to, something was dropped in my chat, and I wanted to just have a conversation. No, I'm not, trust me, I'm not upset. I hope I don't sound that way. I'm sorry if I do, but I'm not. Not at all. Not at all. Not upset about nothing at all. It's just that it's just so much wicked stuff going on out here. And I guess that's the way it come out. I'm trying to tell it like it is. Oh, yeah. Lawanda, I heard, I went to look at the live and I heard some stuff over there that kind of disturbed me. Maybe some things that she said was true, that she may be saying some things that people want to say but they too afraid to say. I think that part, I do agree with her on that. But some of that other stuff, I don't agree. People gonna do what they want, when they want, with who they want. No, my mom was not a content creator when she passed, but she was well known by many. by many, many over the United States because of her sales and the way she shined and her accolades and stuff like that. And even locally, a lot of people knew and stuff like that. But as far as everything that we did for her leading up to her services, we didn't share that with nobody. When it was time for the services that was put out there, yeah, people may take pictures or whatever, but I didn't see. I probably would have started walking because I was on my knee walk. I probably would have started walking and knocked somebody over if I'd have seen somebody close up doing that. But if they did, they took a picture of a beautiful lady laid at rest. Because when I say she was laid, I don't know what the bottom had, but I know what if she was open all the way, she was laid from head to toe. No, we didn't give a play by play to nobody. When she was popped out and laid out there, people were amazed. They couldn't take away nothing negative about the way she was laid to rest. So yeah, if that's what make them feel good about sharing step by step, play by play of what they're doing. Well, I can't go say Day Day is not. I think it's more so Marjane. Day Day is just kind of laid back in the cut and coming out like a anaconda when it's time to strike, because some of the stuff that was said today, that's what she's doing. She's coming out and she kind of getting them told. Hey Sheila. Hey Nene. Hey Ken. Let me see. Why when it got to you, it hurry up and scrolled. Oh, did Ken say something that he had no business saying? Yeah. No, I ain't gonna let nobody get me down. I'm good. Yeah. Okay. So Ken came over here to disturb, or maybe he'll come back and write something. But yeah. And so on the play-by-play, I just actually thought the play-by-play was just going to be put in the sister circle of what was going on and all that was being done. Because to me, if it's not in the sister circle, then it's put out here to everybody, and everybody has an opinion. Everybody's opinion is not going to be favorable to what's going on, because it's already so much negativity and negative people. So it's not going to be favorable to what you saying, that what you're doing play by play. It's not. Everybody is going to have something to say. You should have did this. You should have did that. So me, myself, I thought the play-by-play was going to be placed in the sister circle. Because that was Roz's group. Now, when you come to the squad, that's everybody who liked and knew her. That wasn't a little separate group that she had. I could see you putting, certain things out, and I hope that when they get ready to maybe do the services, because that was I had made an opinion about that, to come on her page. That way, people that would subscribe to her page for whatever reason, whether they liked her or didn't like her, if they come out on her page, it's going to be a lot of people and a lot of people in attendance if And then I had suggested a blog. Myself and somebody else had suggested a vlog. Because they do good vlogs, especially Marjanae to put this together, that together, whatever, whatever. She does good vlogs. If they don't want to, just have the whole obituary thing on display and the entire, well, I know they're not going to have the services, but the after, the repast, the after thing, and how the place is going to be, it's supposed to be decorated real nice. Maybe they just, if they want to come live on her page, because a lot of people don't know her kids, don't know neither three of them, but they do know her because she started off, and then after when she started off, and she would always lose her glasses or whatever was going on for whatever reason, then they started reading for her, and so then that's how a lot of people knew Davion, because Davion was reading for Roz, and I know that I was excited when Day would read for her mom, because that was Day had this laugh. All of them have this certain laugh, but Day had this laugh. When Day would laugh, it was like a giggle, and I would be cracking up the way she would read, or she would say something. So it would be funny to me, and funny to a lot of us, because we like the way they laugh. Let's see. Ken. Hello, Ken. Come here. Come here, Ken. Don't keep coming in my chat, Ken, to get yourself timed out. If you can't say nothing good, don't say nothing at all. So now, moderators, don't block Ken again. Let Ken come in after he's timed out. Let his time come back in, and let me see what Ken is saying, because maybe Ken don't need to be timed out. Maybe Ken need to be banned from my channel. So if once he come, he's untimed. Then y'all let me see what Ken is talking about. Let me see, because he shouldn't be timed out. This is the second time. Don't time him out no more. Once his time is up, let him come in, and let me see what Ken is saying, because Ken may need to be banned and start back over. So now, don't give Ken no more chances. Let him cook. Let him cook. Let him cook his own self. Don't say nothing else to him. Don't time him out. Yeah, they're sick about it, but you can always, how they say, how you kill a snake? Cut the head off. Cut the head from the rest of the body, or separate the head from the rest of the body, because I don't know nothing about a snake, but that's what I was told. But then you don't cut the head off where they right there and they can get back to the body, because I heard they reattach. I don't know. I don't like snakes. I'm not going to sit there and watch them. But I know they greasy, and they slithery and slimy. So my thing is, sometimes you got to cut the head off. That means cut the information off of what you're giving. And that's why I thought that the step-by-step play was only going to be put in the Sister Circle and not for everybody. I know everybody is not in Sister Circle 3. It's like that for a reason. And the administrator, Ross told her to cut it off. Don't add no more people in the Sister Circle. And then I think they reiterated, don't add no more people to the Sister Circle. Okay? So, with that being said, I thought that they had gotten what they wanted over there, because it is not as big as one was. Not nearly big as one, not even half as big as two. Is a teeny weeny circle. So that's why I thought the play-by-play was going to be in there. But now, since it's not, and when you put it on this platform where you allow the snakes and all the rats, the possums, and everybody to come and gather, then you get all this negative talk, this sick demonic stuff. Because for if y'all remember when it first happened, and they wasn't saying anything about nothing. They didn't really confirm it until like a couple of days afterwards. But in the sister circle, it was confirmed. But nobody at the sister circle took nothing out. You didn't hear nobody from the sister circle saying anything. Okay, that's how that go. They didn't say anything until like a couple of days afterwards. So what happened? The snakes had to stop. You stop the snakes right in their tracks. Okay? Until they got on and just started, kind of reminiscing and stuff like that. So up until they started the planning, here come the snakes. And when she started saying, well, I'm doing this and showing the list, and we have said, don't show the list, don't do this, don't do that. People grown, people do what they want to do. But we looking at it in the best interest, because we know how these people are. Whether they're in the sector or just people in general. Because this is her first time having to do something. Those two having to do it. Their mom did, their brother. They're having to pick the rein up and do it themselves. So we know how cruel and evil people can be. I know from when I had my heart surgery, how the lady, my mom was at home. My mama left there positive and going home to, get her some rest at home and just sit down and relax, gather some paperwork and stuff and things, and come back later on that afternoon. But she had gotten some calls, and this lady, so say a nurse, and I think she was a nurse, but anyway, she was asking how I was doing and stuff like that. And my mom told her, well, she's gonna go ahead and have her open. She's gonna go ahead and have open heart surgery. Open heart surgery. Oh my God! Why would she do a thing like that? That's dangerous. That's this. That's that. Filled my mama head up with a bunch of negative stuff on her hearsay. You're a nurse. You don't work in the cardiac department, the cardiology department. You don't work nowhere over there. So she could have been a pediatric nurse. Who knows? She could have been a veterinarian nurse. I don't know. But I knew the lady who she was talking about, and the lady just started, you need to get a second opinion. You don't just do this blase, not knowing all the details of what my mama knew. And my mama listening to this lady and forgetting to do what she went home to do. And then somebody else called and, oh my God, oh, she's so young, and this. You got brand new babies, day-old babies, month-old babies having open heart surgery, gastro surgery, all kind of surgeries. Okay? So, before I knowed it, that's why I say snakes in the grass, or people call themselves being helpful, but in their instance, it's snakes in the grass. In my instance, it was snakes in the grass, but people call themselves, let me say, wolf in sheep's clothing, okay? Or they may have been genuine. So, my mama ended up coming back up to that hospital probably about 3 or 4 hours. She wasn't supposed to come until later on that night. She didn't have to worry about parking and walking because she valet parked anytime they were there. And so she might have been there a day or two at a time before she even left. She come back up there. Y'all know what I was doing? With all the stuff in my arm and all this stuff. Somebody had bought me a crossword puzzle. Y'all, I had been turned on my stomach in the bed doing a crossword puzzle, laying on my stomach. Wasn't worried about nothing. When I tell you I wasn't worried, I wasn't painting at that time. Wasn't worried about nothing. My mama came in there and like swung that door open. And I looked at her. what's wrong with you? Oh my God. Oh my God. I say, well, what's wrong with you? I want to say, Miss Shad, what's wrong with you over there? So, got to talking with her. She told me what the lady said. Oh, you need to get second opinions, and that she too young to have surgery like that, and blah, blah, blah. I said, Mama, have a seat. Get your breath. Let me talk to you for a minute. I said, what you're not going to do is come back up here after you done been home for a couple hours and bring that negativity back to me. Whatever them people told you. I say, so I let her tell me what that one particular one told me. Then after that, I didn't want to hear no more. I say, see, that woman don't know what she's talking about. Yeah, I should get second opinions and this, that, and other. I say, but Mom, let me explain something to you. I say, when I had that angiogram, said there were 2 cardiologists in there performing that angiogram. 2. The third one was the head cardiologist of the hospital and the residents with them, and they discussed my case. That was 3 opinions. I say the 4th opinion is when the cardiologist surgeon looked at what the 2 cardiologists had performed. That was 4 opinions right there. How many more do I need? How many more do I need? That was 4 opinions. I say, you ain't gonna get nobody top of the line than what the head of the cardiology department. You ain't gonna get nobody higher than the surgeon that had to perform the surgery. And I say, and the other 2 are cardiologists as well. So I had to convince my mom and let her know I already had 4 opinions. How many more do I need? That's it. They said what they said. They said what they saw. The surgeon gave me the 3 options that I had to pick from. Door number 1, door number 2, or door number 3. I picked door number 3 because that was the best one. And I went on and I had my surgery. But see, you got to cut them snakes off at the head. Separate their body. Yeah, you got to do it. Hey, Blue. Happy Tuesday to you, too. Hey, Tanya. How you doing? Oh, he want to talk to a 16-year-old girl. I hope he find her so they could put his tail in jail. Hope he find her. He fool around on this channel the way undercovers. If y'all just happen to be scrolling through the channel, y'all look at Ken Signs. He want to talk to a 16-year-old girl. I don't know how old he is, but maybe y'all need to tap into his channel and see by what y'all can do for him. That's what you. Hey, ma'am, how you doing? Yeah, he gonna definitely find. He gonna find out what he ain't really looking for. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The sister circle is very private. Now one of us that's in there came out talking about anything before they came out and said anything. I didn't even say nothing on my channel, and others didn't say nothing, and you and others didn't say nothing on their channel. Hey, Go Getter, how you doing? Thank you, Blue. Hey, Raydale. So that's my thing. You know, you cut that old head, or you cut that old snake off at the top. There I go with my fingers again. Yeah, we have to do what's best for us. Hey, Terry. Hey, Hertz. Oh, I hope if it's a cult church, you got Jesus in there. That's the best cult you can have, is Jesus Christ. If it's not, don't come over here with that bull crap. Because this is a Jesus station. a God, Jesus, and the Holy Spirit station. Hey, Marianne, how you doing? Child, they just be trying. Yeah, yeah, and you have to like I say, no, it's somebody my mama knew. Wasn't nobody on my team or nothing. It was somebody that my mama knew. And I knew who the lady was too. But my mama, that was the devil coming in whatever form. And my mama allowed the lady to tell her this, and then it was some other ones asking, and oh, she's so young, and because my mom was telling them that I needed to have this, I had surgery, and they wanted to say about how young and this, that, and other, and my mom just already was emotional because I'm the one made the decision. I was of age. I talked to them afterwards, but I'm the one made the initial decision, and the doctor backed me up, and my mama just was crushed behind it because I don't know what her and my dad or whoever she was going to discuss it with, what they was going to discuss. Because for one, it's not you. For two, I was living in my own place, and I don't think you would have slept well with you knowing I'm at my own apartment. Let me see. Yeah, I was in my own apartment because I had moved out at 22. I had the surgery at 30. So she wouldn't have slept well with me in my own place. She'd have been worried all the time if I'd have went home with medicine or the whatever. Every day would have been, how you doing, what. So when I decided to go ahead and have the surgery, that cut all of that out. And the doctor kept his promise. Knock on wood, even till this day. Even till this day. So, sometime, and it, like I say, it goes back to me too. My mom probably shouldn't have said nothing. Giving people a play-by-play, you're going to get what you get. Because people, that opened the door for people to say this. And the more my mom talked about it, the better she kind of felt. It's like when your people pass. That's why I say, I told them, don't stop talking about your mama. Whenever you want to talk about it. Because you're going to find yourself talking about your mama to complete strangers. You're going to find yourself doing that. So talk about your mama whenever you want to. But giving them a play-by-play up until the time I had to go into surgery, told my mama, cut it off. Cut the snake head off. Don't be telling people nothing. Cause what is gonna happen, I'ma see that expression and stuff on your face, and I'ma want to know what's going on. And just like when she came in there, bust that door open, like I don't know what she thought, and she got instantly put at ease when she seen me on my stomach and I'm doing a crossword puzzle. So I told her to sit on over there. What's wrong with you? So when she told me, no, nothing else. Tell them nothing else till after have my surgery. Because see, people pray for you, and people pray the wrong prayer for you too. So no, don't tell nobody else nothing. Nothing. And if they want to know something, tell them to ask me. Or no, there's no updates or whatever. And it almost made her not want to go back home. I say, Mama, don't let that scare you from going home. I say, but if you think that that's gonna put you in some kind of way, don't answer the phone. Caller ID was out. Don't answer the phone. If it ain't me, or me calling from the hospital, or me, my brother, my daddy, somebody like that, don't answer the phone. Do what you need to do at home, and then come on back up here. Because like I said, she was up there for days at a time. She would bring her work with her and work from, there, because I was there 3 weeks. I was only supposed to be there 23 hours observation. See how they go? They was going to send me home. I told them the devil is a lie. I'm going to sit back on that step all night. I ain't going home. I ain't never had this feeling before. But I didn't think that's what that was going to be. Never would have thought a heart attack. Still, I don't even know if that's what I had. But yeah, I'm going to assume from with the symptoms and stuff. So, the more you put out there, the more speculations and people going to speculate. And whether you telling everything and it going just like what you saying, somebody going to say, oh, she lying. Oh, such and such. Oh, that ain't what happened. Or they don't have this. They not doing that. You got to stop feeding. Stop feeding the snake. Because that's all they there for, is to listen. They ear hustling. And I ain't never seen so many people on this app ear hustle and hear the wrong stuff. Ear hustle and by the time they take it back to somebody else is the wrong information. And they'll get on their platform and we all done heard the same thing, and I'll be doggone if they ain't told it a whole different way. It ain't the truth, and it's a lie, and the truth ain't in it. I don't know. I don't understand that. How can you sit and listen to somebody, and then when you come back to tell it, and it's the farthest from the truth? And I heard this with my own ears. Somebody want to take and change stuff to fit the way they trying to tell their story. No, it don't go that way. Either tell the story the way it is or don't tell it at all. Or say, well, I think, or maybe, something don't hold me, to it. But say it, and don't say don't hold me to it, or in my opinion, or I think that's what is said or what is done. Just to let it go like it's the gospel. I don't understand that. I don't understand it. But my thing is, yes, we were in shock and respected the family. That's one thing we did do. Like I said, that's why I say we didn't come out here saying nothing. We didn't say nothing until they said something. Until they said something. And then, well, they confirmed, but still nobody said a word out that sister circle. Nobody. When they came public with it and told everybody, then stuff started running like roaches. Everybody running this way. Everybody want to tell their story. Everybody want to do this. Everybody want to do that. But a lot of us were still too hurt and distraught to even say anything. And when we got on our channels, we got very emotional and stuff. And that's why I was telling my sisters, stop going over there. Stop peeping. Stop fast forwarding. Stop completely. Stop it. Stop it. I had to stop. Like I said, I love my freedom. But child, there's a many times I wanted to pack this little Dooney and Burke thing up and just say, let me at them. Let me at them. What was I going to do when I got there? But it was that fire in me, that rage, that I can't stand a liar. I can't. That's one thing I can't stand a liar, y'all. Oh, Lord. I can't stand a liar, and I can't stand for somebody to tell me something and don't do it. I can't stand disappointment. Oh, my God. Don't tell me something and have me thinking that you going to do something, or we going somewhere, we make plans, and then you disappoint me. Oh, my God. That's like ripping my soul out of my heart out of my chest. I can't stand disappointment. Mm-mm. And a liar. Mm-mm. My mama always knew I couldn't stand disappointment. And I told her, I said, Mama, I can't stand disappointment. For somebody to tell me we gonna do something and we don't do it, oh my God. Or they gonna do something for me and they don't do it, that leave a bad taste in my mouth. Now, you know snakes, we can't play with no snake. Now, I know some people got some pet snakes and all that kind of stuff. I still don't agree with that. Them big yellow snakes and stuff they wrap around their neck and all that kind of stuff, child. That snake decide one day to wrap around your neck and not let you go, then ain't nothing you can do. I've been eating pickle and all kind of stuff. I thought I did my mouth, but I guess it want to come out when it want to come out. Be way up in there somewhere. Yeah, that's just like they say a dog will lick you. Mama say don't play with a dog, it'll lick you in the mouth. If a snake, you feeding that snake, you doing everything for that snake, and you got a snake, and then that snake go choke you or whatever, what you got? People these days, kids unaliving their parents. Parents unaliving their children. So if that happened to you, what? So you believe in a snake or a dog not licking you in the mouth and being faithful to? These days and this time ain't nothing. I don't want to say too much, but we know a lot of stuff can't be trusted. People can't be trusted. If dads are sleeping with their own daughters or their nieces or nephews and messing their minds up and stuff, uncles and stuff are doing that, and I'm pretty sure maybe some aunties, you never know. So if people like that can do stuff, what you think a person that don't like you and that's cuckoo, y'all know that cuckoo, that bird that was on Martin, and that bird would come out there and go cuckoo, cuckoo. Yeah, we used to have cuckoo clocks. That's what she need to be in a clock. Cause I ain't never seen somebody so, I guess, obsessed. That movie Obsessed with Beyonce. That movie ain't got nothing on that woman. We need to contact Tyler Perry and say you need to make an Obsessed 2. But we got a real player for you to use. That thing is just as nutty as a fruitcake. Nuttier than a fruitcake. We need to have an Obsessed 2. Change out the person that was obsessed and put her in that role. And go from there. Because that person is off the chain, y'all. And what I heard today about looking up or wanting an obituary. Oh, no. The obituary for one. But a death certificate. Oh, my God. Want somebody death certificate? I don't even be really wanting to keep nobody obituaries. But I would like a copy of hers. I would, because I know it's going to be pretty with the colors and everything in there. If I have to pay for shipping and stuff, I would like one. Because it's few people that I do have their obituaries. Now, them paper ones, now that's the thing of the past. These days, now they make them big and beautiful. And they are expensive. They are expensive because we had about $250 for my mom, and then the rest we just had to make them a paper copy, especially the ones like our relatives say, well, I need to give one to my job. Well, this is the one you give to your job, the little paper one. Not this expensive one. You keep that one for yourself, for a keepsake. But a death certificate, we Let me make sure. Manipulation is a witchcraft. Yeah. Learn people are so quick to meddle in your physical business, your personal business. Yeah, but that's just been on here. Oh yeah, and then want to be in your business, and then when something happened to them, just say out for YouTube, but something happened to them, it's all so private, so personal. They don't want nobody to know nothing. They don't even want to tell the family half of the stuff of what's going on, but want to know all what's going on in your business. Oh yeah, that happens all the time. I always want to know your business, but when things happen, I got family members want to know this, that, and the other going on with you. But when something happened to one of their children or whatever, don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Don't ask her nothing. Don't ask him nothing. Well, what's the big secret? But when it comes to me and my health, y'all want to know everything that goes on with me. So, in my, I, yeah, that's personal. Hey, Miss V, how you doing? Thank you. I am so glad to be at home. I've been at home. What y'all came home? Was it last week or week before last? One of them days I came home. But it was due to I had surgeries, Miss V. I had surgeries on my foot. I wasn't sick. But anyway, thank you. And I know you prayed for me or whatever. Thank you. I appreciate it. And glad to see you. Thank you for the thumbs up. Glad to see you. I often wonder where you was on that ship, baby. I was on the ocean, Miss V. I was on the ocean before I was in the hospital. Was on a cruise for my birthday, so I was out there on the ocean. Thank you for the flower. Yes, ma'am. I was on the cruise ship. Me and my cousin and had a great time. Lord have mercy. I need to ask her, is she ready to go again? Maybe for her birthday in November. Because I'm ready. I'm ready. I wish I could go with my brother and them. They going to Rome and Italy and all of that. They got to fly to Italy, and then they're cruising a 7-day. My sister-in-law, her sisters, and some friends or whatever. But it's too rich for my blood. It's too rich for my. It's too rich for my blood. And even if I coulda or woulda put it on layaway, my cousin was not willing to do that. So I think she's satisfied with Carnival. I love Carnival, but I would love to go back on Royal Caribbean again. Because Royal Caribbean is bougie to me. That's where I like to be, bougie. Bougetta. But yes, I went on a cruise, and from the cruise ship to the doctor's office to the weekend, and then back and went in the hospital then. So yes, yeah. But yeah, people want to know everything about you. And like I say, family included, because it has happened to me. And I tell my dad, because my dad get confused on what to say and what not to say. Even when my mom was ill. Dad, if you don't know what to say, just shh, don't say nothing. Just like they was doing. She getting better. She getting better. She all right. And that was my daddy's favorite line. Was she all right? She was all right to the best of her ability. My mom was all right. You know, when it got down to what got down to, people still don't know what we went through, the nitty gritty of what was going on the inside. Because they take stuff and they run with it. And my mom was at a point was a private type person. She had a pride, and we kept her pride and dignity at bay. And so a lot of stuff that the family didn't know about, they just didn't know. We just didn't. And we discussed between me, my brother, and my daddy that, mama was a prideful person, and she wouldn't want this out and this, that, and other. So we just zipped it. Not that we was trying to hide anything or whatever, but people take stuff and run with it. And that was the best thing. 'Cause my brother don't really, he'll man a few words. And when he said open out his mouth and say, because he don't want to have to cuss nobody out, I say, that's it. He say, because somebody say something about my mama and I don't like. He said, I'm not gonna hold my composure. I said, you're not supposed to. I said, you're not supposed to, because that's your mama, and you know what, how she was, and you know whatever. I told her, I said, you ain't supposed to. So yeah, yeah, go get it. You have to tell people what you want people to know. That's just like me. Morgan Freeman was driving Miss Daisy, still driving Miss Daisy. I'm gonna see if I can lay Morgan Freeman off and let Miss Daisy go ahead and drive herself, cause Miss Daisy be ready to move around, and not say I'm going anywhere, but it's just the idea. If I wanted to, I could. I still can. It'll be against doctor's orders. And then next thing you know, something gonna happen, and I see you did. The doctor ain't tell you. So if I wanted to get up really and go to Whataburger and get me one of them good old Whataburgers that we have at Whataburgers and customize it, if I really wanted to, I can get up and go do that. But really against doctor's orders, I'm not gonna do that. Okay? So I told my daddy, he was talking to somebody on the phone one day, and he happened to be in the room with me. And they was asking him what was going on with me, and he over there, well, cause he got that badge, y'all. My dad would be saying, well, yeah, well, tell you the truth, and don't been to said nothing. Well, well, the doctor said, such and such, and he said the wrong thing came out his mouth. Y'all, I was half asleep. I woke up with that eye. I say, who you talking to? And he say, such and such and such. I say, what are they asking you? I say, you don't know really what's going on. And you didn't went over, I'm listening at you tell somebody the wrong thing. So I would appreciate when they ask you what's going on with me, say, ask her. Ask me. I'm going to tell you what I want you to know. My dad was talking because he didn't really know what to say. He got caught up and he was trying to say one thing but saying something else, but it didn't make no sense. Say, Daddy, from now on, when somebody asks you what's going on with me, say, look, I don't really know. I don't be remembering all that what the doctor be saying. Ask her. Simple as that. Ask her. I ain't got to worry about giving my brother no pep talk, because he gonna be like, he just gonna look at him. I don't get off into my sister stuff. And he don't. Because half of the time, he don't like to see me sick. Now, I'm going to have to call that joke over here because I need him to do some things. I told him I got a sister list for him. I told him that the other day. He ain't came yet. So I got a sister list for him to do some things that he come over and he do for me. But yeah, I told my daddy, you don't know what you're talking about. Just tell them to ask me. And I will tell them. Yeah. Because you know what? Even them surgeries I was having, my doctor like to, them doctors like to come out and talk to the family and stuff like that. And then they be talking in talking in medical terms and this and that. We had to do this and blah, blah, blah. I told my doctor, I said, look, let me tell you, let me prep you so you'll know. When you go out there and shake my dad's hand, because they act like they best friend. Oh, they fist bumping. My doctor got to come there. I got to come out there and speak to your daddy. And da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And then he went out there, came out there and asked my daddy, do you think you can bring her to the doctor 2 times a week? Because I need to make sure everything healed up. Oh, doc, yeah, that ain't no problem. I looked at my daddy and I was like, if you don't cut it out. They bumping fists. How you doing? Oh, ain't nothing much. That's them two. So I told my doctor, I say, look, after you do my surgery, it's okay to go out there, look for my dad, because he going to be in the surgery waiting room. Go out there, shake his hand. Everything went okay, sir. I did what I needed to do. Don't you go all off into what it was, how you had to do it. You did this, you did that. Cut it. Don't go out there and talk to him about all that, because you know what? That's like you talking to that wall. Because then when I'm in recovery and I come out of recovery and I ask him, Daddy, what the doctor say? Oh, well, he said such and such. It don't be sounding right. I say, so I didn't get any information. So you might as well come back there and talk to me. Because 9 times out of 10, once they wake me up, I'm conscious enough to know what you're talking about. Come back there and tell me what you did, or if it was something different than we spoke about. If it's something else I need to know. And if not, you just wait till I come into the doctor's office and then you tell me. I can wait. I ain't in no rush. I say, but don't go out there telling my dad all that stuff. Because he is not registering with him. And then by the time he come and tell me, it's some stuff that don't even sound like the surgery that I done had. Because we done already talked about this. Me and my doctor talk about stuff in details before it even happened. We talk about what's going to happen in the future and all of that. So we talk about that. Even when he come down to the point where he come and he writes on my leg. He'll write what leg that he doing a procedure on and the way his initials is, and he sticks his tongue out. The whole thing, the initials and all that, by the time he finished, he like this. That's how the signature look on your leg. And at first I saw that stuff, and when he first started doing, I say, what is that? And I looked and I couldn't I couldn't understand what it was. So I took my camera and I got it down there and I took a picture. And when I looked at it, I say, well, I be dog. He done wrote his whole name, but then when he finished and connect the letters, he's licking his tongue out at me. And so when I first asked him about that, I say, do you be licking your tongue out at me? Is that where you licking your tongue? He say, yeah. He say, just when you get ready to look at it, it'll be something funny for you to look at. I say, well, I'll be doggone. Yeah, but that's what he does. So, yeah, I tell, no, don't tell my daddy nothing. Yeah, he done told girl, no telling what my dad done said. I said, no. You gonna tell him, Bama? It don't matter. It don't matter what you tell him, because he ain't gonna get it out right no way. He ain't gonna have me confused, because I already know. Because me and the doctor been and I already talked about it. Or unless something new that came up after surgery, I tell him, now, come and talk to me. Come and tell me. Come and tell me. Y'all, one time I had surgery, and this was a long surgery. And when my doctor came over, he was looking at me. He said, how you feel? I said, I don't feel nothing. He said, you don't feel nothing? I say, no, I don't feel nothing. And my hands and stuff, I was down like this. I say, no, I don't feel nothing. He say, do you feel your legs, your feet? I say, I don't feel nothing. The only thing I feel is my lips moving, and I know I'm saying something to you. I can't feel nothing outside of my lips. I can't feel my head. I can't feel my legs. I can't feel my arms. I can't even feel my body. He say, you don't feel nothing? And he was touching different parts of my body. He say, you feel this? You feel that? I don't feel nothing. Y'all, my doctor hurried up and went got the anesthesiologist to see what it was that anesthesiologist did to me. And after they got to talking, he came back and he said, oh, it should, the anesthesiologist, numbed you up really good because we was going into overtime in surgery. The surgery was 8 hours, he said, and they wanted to make sure that you were not in any pain or whatever. And like he said, I started to. He came back before he went home for the day. He waited, went did his notes and stuff, and he came back to see how I was. I say, shoot, for a minute there, I thought you had then ran over me with your motorcycle. I said, I just knew you had ran over me with your motorcycle, took me outside and ran over me. And he started laughing. He said, why would I run over you? I say, that's the same thing I want to know. What did I do to you for you to run over me with your motorcycle and you done broke everything in me and I can't move? Boy, we laughed at that. We laughed at that. But yeah, they done me up so good till I couldn't feel anything. So I knew at that time how a person that's paralyzed felt, because I was numb to nothing. But they made sure that I didn't feel anything. But yeah, that was one of them. That was one of them surgeries. But yeah, but going back to letting people know step by step by step. I just thought it would have just been put in the sister circle, the step by step, everything there. But when you put everything out here, that's what gives the snake and the snakeettes, the snakes that had their little babies, to go out here and slither and tell everything. Because you got one big snake that's not coming out here saying nothing, but what they doing is telling the other little snakes, and they stupid enough to come out here and let you see it's them, but it's really somebody behind that. Don't get me wrong, everybody had their own mind, but one of the bigger snakes is not coming out here saying too much, because I really think it. I really, in my mind, think you really hurt. I really think you done went over in the corner and cried. Because your best friend that you used to talk bad about done passed on. I really think you done went in the corner and cried. You've been crying for a while. I really, really believe that, y'all. I believe you just as hurt as we are. That other one got too much venom and that other one, she's really not feeling anything, because she know how it feel to be abandoned or separated from somebody, so she don't have no feelings really, so it don't make her no way either or. But that other one, oh yeah, you hurt just as much as we are. You try to say something else and bring stuff toward you and be the victim. But baby, I believe you went over in the corner and you cried. You've been crying a long time. We'll never know, because you're not going to confess to it and you're not going to tell us. But I really believe, y'all may think I'm lying, but I really believe that deep down in my heart. I really believe that. Yeah. Yeah. I really believe it. So, y'all listen to what I'm saying. It's that person is grieving more than half of us, just as much as we are. You ain't saying nothing, because you let, like I say, you let the other ones come out there and, hey, loving my grandsons, you let that other one come out here and talk, and everybody's going at her. Like before. Everybody was going at her. She was out here swinging by herself. Out here swinging by herself. Because all the people was going after her. But the other one just sat back in the cut and was doing this. But y'all be talking on the back end, but she sit up here doing this. Gone, girl. You got it, girl. Gone, girl. Get them, girl. But you like this. Your hands ain't in it. Behind the scenes is in it, but for everybody else to see, you like this. You looking innocent as I don't know what. But that other, she's steady. Throwing them rocks. She's steady fighting. And people just whipping her back. whipping her back. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You could tell. Like I say, I don't listen to either one of them. I put them both on them on do not recommend. They little brother, I don't go over there and watch him. He sound like they used to talk about that other one talking about motor throat. Now he got the motor throat. That's the motor throat. You pineapple hand, you will. That's the motor throat. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the motor throat. That's the motor throat to me. Yeah, yeah, no, she don't care for that psychopath. She just letting her when it's keep letting them cook, and it's gonna end up when it's gonna come to a head, it's gonna fester. Boy, you talking about gonna have content? Cause I'm sure gonna do content on them. Think I ain't when I am. Mm-hmm. But I try to leave that alone or whatever. But I just thought, I had heard about the death certificate. But what I want to go back to say about that, you can't get that. Mm-mm. We got our copies and ours through the funeral home. I forgot how many copies they gave you. And they said if you wanted extra, we had to pay, I think it was only $10. If the funeral home got them for us, it only had to pay $10. So that's what we did. I got one, my daddy got one, my brother got one, and we got extra copies just in case one was lost. Because certain, banks and stuff, you have to present it to them, and certain businesses, you have to present it to them or whatever. Um, yeah. So that's not anything that anybody can get because it's got too much personal information on there. Too much personal. Now, if you find out some information, that's on you, but that's just too much to the nitty gritty information, and all they want to know is the cause of death. That's what they want to know. They ain't gonna tell you no more than what she had told us that was going on with her before. It's gonna be one or two of the other, and then what? So what? Then now you know. Then what? You were supposed to not will stop your commentary once she if she didn't come back out here, but you steady going. So that just goes to show you're a habitual liar. A habitual liar. That's what you are. You were supposed to stop. So that just lets you know that you can't be trusted. I told y'all I can't stand a liar. But nevertheless, y'all stop listening to that. Let the people that can go over there and listen to it and do commentary on it. If you can't do commentary or you think you're going to be fighting mad like me, leave that alone. Take my hand off of that. Leave that alone. I leave that alone. And my nerves done got bad. I can't wait. I can't wait till Roz is put to rest. They have her services and put to rest. Then the chapter of that book is closed as far as you just talking about her memory. But all the stuff leading up to it, her funeral, her services, her this, her that, her dress, her makeup, all that's going to be put to rest once they have her service and finish that. So now you ain't got nothing to talk about. If the family show anything or whatever, I really hope that they wait till after the service is over with. I was really hoping, I made a suggestion in a couple of the chats to do a vlog. And to wait till after everything was over with before. That's just my opinion. I don't know. I don't know who fused them or who they listen to that they may take their suggestions to from or whatever. I put it in the chat when I was in both of them chat. And that's all I can do. Because I know they wanted to videotape my mom's, and I don't know if it even happened or not, because I ain't heard none of I know I was no against it. My daddy was a no. Then my brother and sister and I were, well, people that can't come, that's okay. Thank you for your condolences and all that. Too much stuff is being televised and put out here. No, no. If you can come, fine. If you can't, that's still fine. No hard feelings to nobody. But, like I said, being that it's being a private services, a lot of us may have wanted to go, but we can't go because we were not invited. You know, or didn't have time enough to get stuff together. Which, yeah, you could do stuff at the drop of a hat, but stuff gets expensive when you wait till the last minute to do something. It is, and the only airlines I know that I was told that you can get a cheap flight. My friend told me for $19, maybe you could fly the day before. Is Frontier Airline. I don't know nothing about Frontier Airline. I don't know if you have to take a backpack on there, if you can even take a piece of luggage. I don't know. But I know that my friend has been going back and forth to Chicago because her daughter graduated with her PhD the other day. I'm so proud of her. From Chicago, and the family was going up there for graduation. And so she told me like how she do it, and my girlfriend can find them deals. But she said that especially if you just you book it the day before, she said she've caught some deals for $19, or that's how. Because I was wondering how she was going here and there. And every time you look around, she was flying to Chicago back and forth to her daughter's. But her daughter has a car, and she had been flying Frontier Airline for $19-20. Well, then it come out to a little bit more than that, but it still was cheaper than $700 and $800 for a flight. Cha. Okay. I ain't gonna put you on the spot and ask you what you gonna sing. Yeah, that was it. You're gonna have a microphone. Cha. It been raining too much for you to come up here telling them lies, child. You can't tell me what you singing? Mm-hmm. You ain't singing much. We done heard your singing, child. Girl, don't make Roz raise up and slap you. She may not slap you, but she sure gonna say, girl, put that microphone down. You gonna say, girl, ketchup mustard, put that microphone down. Mm-hmm. You work that blue? Well, I know it may have started out at 19, like she said, but I do know that I think she said like she got some flights for like 200, and she got some good cheap flights because she wouldn't been flying back and forth. Trust me, she cheap. And then she didn't have to worry about renting a car once she got there because her daughter has a. Do she have a car? No, she. No, she don't have a car. I take that back. She would normally rent a car when she get there. She can find a cheap rental car thing, and then she's in ministry, so networking. But she trusts these people from here, there, and whoever. Don't be knowing these people, and I know it's ministry and stuff like that. But I'm not just too trustworthy where I'm gonna go to your city or town and feel comfortable staying at your house. This girl went way to Africa and knew this preacher through the ministry and went way over there just to say, I say, child, baby, when I finish talking about her, I say, you just go in. I say, I know you love to travel. I say, but that don't make no sense. But see, she didn't tell me until later, just like some other ones, because we'll try to discourage you. I say, I'm not trying to discourage you because you done got your ticket. You already got it in your mind you going. I say, but ain't no way I'd be going way over there to Africa, and I don't know nobody over there. Now, the other lady that went over there before her is somebody she met in ministry as well, and she don't know her from a coconut. So she didn't went over there because she didn't been over there before. Yes, I know you trust God and trust in the Lord, but just some things I'm not gonna test the waters and see. You don't know nobody. And then when she got over there, Lord, y'all, she showed me the room and the still not in the Marriott and all this kind of stuff, all in these little huts and oh my God, the streets still muddy and look like a prison. I told her, I said, girl, you got courage, because ain't no way I'd have been over there. And it wasn't like she went to a big church. It was like in a little house. That's going to be for another story, because she might be watching me, but still, it don't matter if she watching me or she watch me or not. She know I tells the truth. And she know I tried to discourage her from. I made her call me and talk to her, get on the FaceTime, let me see where I say, girl, because somebody gonna need to know if you don't come back. We need to know something, somebody name, something. You know, kids and family and them wasn't too concerned, but that scared me, child. The woman was gone for about a week or so. I was making her call me and tell me, show me this, take a picture of that. Girl, oh my God, I was so glad when she was on her, talking about she was on her way home. I said, ooh, thank you, Jesus. I prayed for her more, probably she prayed for me. When she touched back down in Houston, I said, girl, don't you ever do that no more. And she talking about, well, I'm supposed to be going back either next year. I say, the devil is a lie. You need to, now let them come over here. They husband and wife, let them come over here. I'm saying, don't you be going back over there and don't know them people. Talking about networking. Oh, girl, go sit with that. No. And I know that's some people religion. Oh yeah, you done lost your money. Yes, blue. Now that's what we did for my mom's services. When I made the interest hymn, I made it. We come this far by faith, leaning on the Lord. I knew a lot of people and churches sung that, and it was a good upbeat. We came in on that because that's exactly what we was doing. And to go out, my mom was an usher, and they always marched in on "We Are Soldiers in the Army," and that's what we went out on, because my mama was an usher. She was a soldier in the army, and that's what we went out on. And then the song in between, I had the organist to play some upbeat. I had already told them, don't come in with all that sad stuff. Say, play some upbeat that you think everybody might could sing to or whatever. I say, and after that, after the march in and the come out song, and I say, if you got to play a song doing whatever, play something that everybody know. All the other stuff is on you as far as the musician is concerned. And I asked him, I say, what do you charge or what? He say, well, it's just a donation. Baby, I bet you when he opened that envelope and saw that donation, I bet he said, oh my God, I need, please come back and get me again. Yeah. We had envelopes for all of them for donations. So, you know, yeah. Oh, you went to Tanzania? I had a friend that just came back from Tanzania. Yeah, she did a tour with a group. And we was in the same ladies group that I was telling y'all about the other day. She called me last night. She was the one interrupted my live. But she called me last night and we talked a little bit, and we were saying how we missed our lady Charlotte and stuff of that nature. And I was asking her, did she know of anybody that was taking up the group? She said, well, now she said that, you know, she was private, but then she had people helping her, but a lot of stuff that she was doing that people didn't know. And I know her sister wasn't gonna take over the group, and it wasn't like a vice president or nothing like that. She was the sole part of the group and everything. So it's nobody that could come under her. But my friend, she's in that group. She was in that group with me. She's in another group that have brunch and stuff at least once a month. And you know, they get dressed up and go to these different nice restaurants. I told her I was going to join that group with her. Then she's in the Red Hat Society. Then she's with one with the club, with the Red Rooster, the club. She going on a cruise with them. And then something else. She's in about 3 or 4 different groups where she just been traveling. She's a widow, and she told me she retired in September, but that's just how long it had been since me and her had really talked. But we talked last night and kind of caught up with each other. I told her, I said, have you put your suitcase down? She said, girl, I'm tired. So I told her once I heal up and stuff like that, I'm going to go to lunch with her, and then I'm going to let her, I got to check her temperature to see. She was telling me about, you know, some groups, and I'm going to see. I know I'm not going to be in the Red Hat Society. They too expensive for my pocketbook. I probably won't be in the one with the club, but the one that goes out to eat all the time, I think they may be traveling as a group, and then I'll see who else may be traveling as a group. But yeah, these groups that are out here, ladies, you know, y'all that want to get out and get about and move around, there are groups, you know, if you don't want to, you know, go blindside by yourself, like I say, when I maybe one time when they have a dinner, go out and she's there, then I may go, and then that way she can introduce me to everybody, and that's how you just network or whatever, you know. So that's what I want to do, get involved in some groups and stuff like that. And she's about 6 years older than me, but honey, when we done been to Hawaii, we done been to Dominican. I think she went to Kentucky, and we done went somewhere else together. So we have traveled together, but not only that, we've gone out to dinner and stuff here. She's had a couple of parties I went and stuff. So we done been around each other. So, yeah, that's how you got to do, y'all. Get out and yes, blue, that's it. That's it. Hey, UBC for life. What is a blumpkin? Don't come over here with that stuff, UBC. Don't come over here, boo. You done been over here before. You know I don't tolerate that bull crap. Don't come over here with that. I don't know what no blumpkin is. Tell me what a blumpkin is before I have to put you in timeout. Yeah, so like, you know, like people lying, don't y'all in the bushes and stuff, don't come out, don't come from over, taking nothing from over here and make it like I'm badging or talking about somebody in a bad way. Don't you do it. I'm tell you, don't you do it. Because I told y'all I don't deal with liars good. And I got my platform now, I can talk and speak for myself. And that's what I'm doing. It's a lot of stuff that I be wanting to say that I hold back on. A lot of stuff, on a lot of things that I don't say. And I want to hold back, that I'm holding back on. But that's okay. You're gonna keep on. It's gonna eventually come out. There's gonna be some topics. Yeah. So don't be over here sitting and then want to go back and take some stuff and lie on me. Don't do it. I'm telling y'all, don't do it. Don't. Clarify some stuff before you go. And if you don't know what I'm really talking about, clarify some things, or ask me about it before you go run out here and tell them lies, like Johnny Taylor say, running out of lies. Because like I said, I got a platform and I can sure come back on here and go wilding out on it. But I'm not. I love everybody that I've come encounter with. So far, I really do. I enjoy y'all. I enjoy coming on here every night. Some days I don't feel like coming on here, and then when I hit the live button, I get to talking to y'all, see who coming in. I get excited, and I just, that feeling, that saying that I didn't want to come on here, it just goes away. So yeah, I like that. And y'all out there in YouTube land, I appreciate y'all for coming and stopping by and sitting for a while, because it's just not, even though my numbers in the chat don't show many people watching, when I hang up, there are a lot of people that have came through my channel and looked, whether they peeped and kept going or they sat down for a while, because it tells you the time. And so it depends on what I time or what I may title my thing as. If it's people that'll sit down and talk for a while, I didn't title it for today because I wasn't sure what I was gonna title it as. I still don't know what I'm gonna title it as. But I'm gonna have to put a title on it so that when people go through my timeline, if they feel they want to stop and listen, that they will. That's how people catch you on the replay. Sometimes I have a low number getting off of here, and then by the time I finish, I may have 400 or 500. So I attract my own audience, which I love that. And that's why I don't too much really talk about stuff that's going on the sector beef or the sector stuff, is because the audience that I've attracted, they don't know a lot of that stuff that what's going on over there. Only y'all, that if I get a couple of y'all in here to have a conversation, then y'all know. But a lot of people don't know the stuff. What's my cash app? $ CLACLDY. Clack Lady. That's how it sounds. $ CLACLDY. Hey Misty, how you doing? I'ma say it one more time. You get a pencil, a crayon, some lipstick. And that's for anybody. You can either donate to the Cash App. You can donate to the channel. That's fine. A super chat, a super sticker is fine. And again, if you want my Cash App, it's $ CLACLDY. Clack Lady. CLACLDY. So it's Classy Lady. Yes. So y'all behind me say boop boop. That go Classy Lady. I'm gonna say boop boop. If you look like you being nice, but if not, I might. No, I ain't gonna do that. I don't do the road rage stuff, child. I don't do the road rage, cause I don't care if you road rage. Mama just say hey, or I ain't gonna say nothing. Just act like you gonna road rage by yourself, cause I ain't gonna be studying you. Cause Miss Do Right stay here, which Miss Do Right need to be in the car, but I need a Mr. Do Right. I need a Mr. Do Right to be riding, but I ride with Jesus. I used to ride with Miss Do Right, but I stopped. But now I know that it's open carry. I need to invest in a Mr. Do Right. Yeah. So yeah, that's my yeah. And it should have my picture with my real pretty glasses on there. It should have me with the real pretty glasses in it, and I'm looking sideways. That's the picture it should have. But yeah, that's my initials. A bunch of bull. That's why when I hear people be saying that, I be like, that's a bunch of BS. I be like, child, don't stop saying my stuff. Yeah, that's me. That me. You think I would know my name, child? I got BS on the wall up there. I got BS on the mantle. Then I found some little cute little things that had a B and the S's on the thing. You would think I would know. You think I'd know. Hey Amber, how you doing? Yeah, that's me. I guess we on here and I got do not disturb, so nothing is doing up here. So it'll probably do when I get off or whatever. But yeah, that's me. And I really don't mind y'all knowing my name, but these people are, but if they dox me, child, they're going to be to waste their money. I think you can do it for free. Some of it you can do it for free. But child, they're going to be so upset. They'll be like, that lady greener than a pool tabletop. I told y'all. I caught whoopings, but I ain't like getting in trouble. Shh. Told you that time the whole classroom went down to the the office. They took us in there one by one because somebody had messed with the teacher purse. Baby, I sung like a bird. Because you wasn't fit to pop me with that board and then call my mama and tell her that I got in trouble. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Wasn't gonna be me. No, I ain't play that. Thank you, I appreciate it. I really do. Hey Mayana. That's a cute, pretty name. That is so cute. Where are you from with that name? That sounds like a Hawaiian name. I could be wrong. That Mayana. That is so cute. Hey, Crystal. Thank you. Thank you, Crystal. Yeah. Alexander. Shoot, might be related. Yeah, might be related. Never know, child. Never know. Y'all are supposed to be going to well, I have a cousin having a Juneteenth party Friday night. Okay, Blue, you sent it to the right one. I see the little $ pop up. Thank you. I appreciate it. Hebrew. And you live in Toronto. Oh, wow. I want to come to Canada. I want to come over there. I've never been. I'm ready to get back to do some traveling. But, you know, I've been so disciplined because I wanted to order me a purse, expensive purse, to go for 4th of July for it to match my dresses and stuff, my sundresses and stuff. And the good Lord made the sale go off before I could order the purse because he was telling me I didn't need it. I ain't mad at that. I've been shopping online and putting stuff in the basket. I ain't bought nothing yet. It's so much pretty clothes out here, y'all. Lord knows I ain't got no room in my closet. I don't have no room. Y'all know I bought hangers again the other day before I got sick and stuff. I found them at Dollar Tree. They had some. I went into a Dollar Tree and I bought the hangers with the little velvet on them and stuff like that. Y'all know I ain't got not one of them hangers left. I got them wire hangers. I got a few of those. So I need some more hangers. But I need to free some clothes off them hangers too, so I can get stuff in there. Because if I get a t-shirt out of there, the t-shirt either has to go in the dryer or I have to iron it. Because it's going to be wrinkled. Yeah. And the clothing people, they not coming until the 17th of July. So hopefully either tomorrow or one of them days, I'm going to sit in the closet and see what I think I can put in that bag. I got some started, but I need to get some more. So I got like a white trash bag that I can put enough clothes in there and send them out. This would be my second donation. So yeah, that's my next thing I want to do is donate some more clothes. Because now it's coming to the time of the hurricane and tornado season and people having to leave their homes and they need clothes. And then being that I'm plus size, you sure can't find no clothes at these places, so I need to go ahead and put some clothes in there. Yeah, I need to put, and I got some blue jeans. I got a couple of blue jean sets that I want to keep, and the rest, they shrunk in the closet. They shrunk. Yeah, so they need to be gone. Yeah, and you could use them things. What I use that is on my taxes. Yes. And don't it make you feel good to give them away? It'll make you feel so good. I know I could have a garage sale, but I don't want to be hanging that stuff out there. And then if nobody don't come, and then you get these people that want to pay you $1 for something, and you look at them and you be like, "Are you crazy? I paid such and such amount for that, and you want to give me $1 for it?" No, if that's the case, I'd rather give it away. And whatever Goodwill, Big Brothers and Sisters, Paralyzed Veterans, Texas, whatever they sell it for, that's on them, and they'll make some money. Or either go to a women's shelter, um, women's shelter for one. I donated to them one time. Uh, and what was good about that, I just went to the guard shack, and the guard takes it out and asks you about how much you think it is, and he puts it on a cart, and then that's it. You don't even have to do nothing else. Once you get it there, that's it. Unless they've changed the way they did it. Then I went to what you call that? It was a women's shelter. It was another women's shelter, and then I went to the back, but they made me do too much work to get them clothes. I don't know if I had to hang them up or I had to take all of them off the hangers. I think that's what it was. And then I went around to the front, and she said that they would give me the ticket. So when I went around in the front, I seen price tags on stuff. And I was looking, and they had like a little small section for men. Y'all don't forget about the battered men and stuff, because a lot of them have to leave under unfortunate circumstances too. And children and stuff of that, but it was the women. And then they had a case where they had the jewelry set up nice, which if I ever give away some jewelry, I'm going to go to one of the places. And then they had the little tags on the jewelry, and purses and stuff that they didn't cleaned up. And I say, well, I just gave some clothes. I thought it was going to be free for them. She said yes, and she explained to me how it went. She said yes. She said the tags that you see on here, yes, they're available to sell. She said, but if somebody comes from the shelter needing clothes, they don't pay for them. I don't care what's the price on the tag. They pick it out. It's free to them. But they have to have a voucher from the shelter. She said, now everybody else can come in, because as you see, there are some nice things in here, and some people have given stuff with tags on. She said, so in that instance, we put it low enough for where somebody can come in here and buy it. That helps us keep the doors open and stuff like that. I said, oh, okay. So I told her, I said, I need to come back over here, But yeah, that's how that particular one went. They had prices and stuff on it, but if they came from a shelter and they gave a voucher ticket, they could shop for whatever they got, So yeah. So yeah, I like to give away stuff too. Yeah, we have a lot of stuff that we do not need. We're talking about we gonna lose weight to get in something, and we ain't bit mode. That's like I said, I got some blue jean outfits in there, and every so often when I lose some weight, I go in there and I put them on. Yeah, I could put them on, but I'm not the one to wear no tight clothes. And if I got to lay down to button them up and zip them and jiggle some fat and put it up, because just like I had to jiggle and wiggle to get it in there, I'm going in the car, I'm sitting down, that's pressing on my stomach, that's hurting my waist, that's hurting my fat. I don't want my fat to be hurt. And then you take them off and you go to the restroom, you got a line, and that line hurts, you got to be rubbing. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You got something on too tight and you got to, that's just like your bra. When you take that bra off, you sling that thing way across the room because you done had it on all day. You done got frustrated. You're mad about something happened at work you're pissed off about. And the first thing you take it out of that bra, y'all plop, phew, is just slang it. You'll find it either the next day, that night when you get ready. get your clothes together. But at that time, I just get it out for me. And you scratching like a chimpanzee or a ape. You scratching like that because it feels so good to take it off. Lord have mercy. Y'all know what I'm talking about. For y'all that sleep in Brazil's bras or whatever, I hey, Diamond D, thank you for the gold coin in the store and the gold coin in the store. Y'all can have it in the floating heart. Y'all can have that sleeping in a Brazil bra, whatever you want to call it. Hey, Livy Vaughn. Uh, I ain't looking for nobody. He gonna have to find me, Levi. He gonna have to find me, Levi. No, I ain't looking for nobody. He gonna have to find me. And you calling me mama? I already know you too young for me, boo. Yep. When a godly man find me, we gonna be looking for each other. Yeah, my cousin slept in a bra for all these years, and now she talking about, oh, I can't wait to get home to take this bra off. I said, girl, not you to slept in a bra for many years. That mean you sexy, you doing everything in a bra. Child, please. That's probably why I'm south, going down south now. Here you are. Where you live at, Levi? I used to date somebody with that last name. You might be they nephew, child. You sure would be a child. You in Washington, baby. You way on one side of the country. I'm way on the other side. I'm in Texas. I'm getting gray around the edges. It's time for me to shampoo my hair. Baby, yeah, Levi trying to catch him a seasoned woman. Ain't gonna be me, Levi. I'm sorry, boo. You too far. And definitely that's a ways of distance unless you can, like they say, fly me in, fly me to the moon. Oh, you have family in Baytown. Okay. Now you're cooking. Now you're cooking. But now you're going to have to drop your age in here because you're still too young. Yep, I know what Baytown is. They got a Buc-ee's up there. You ever been down here and been to Buc-ee's? Buc-ee's is so popular wherever they have it. Yeah, trying to be my YN Diamond D. Child, Levi better go sit down somewhere. Over here trolling, trying to think I'm a... Where your uncle at? That's who I need. Do you have an uncle in Baytown? Yeah, he trying to push up on classy lady, child. Hey, Shay, how you doing? This thing I always do that reconnecting mess. Lost y'all for a few seconds. It always seems like at a certain time it reconnects. Wonder if it do everybody like that or just me. Yeah, he trying to push up on me. Oh, Buc-ee's. Yeah, Buc-ee's, Bob, when they had that chopped beef or that sliced beef sandwich, Lord have mercy. And then them, I like the candy coated cashews and the peanuts. The almonds, no, the cashews and the peanuts, especially when they fresh. You ain't telling your age. You old enough? Nah, boo. We ain't going with that old enough. You ain't having me go to jail. We cracked down too much of that in Texas. I don't know about nowhere else, but I'm gonna have to try that beef jerky, Amber. My cousin liked the beef jerky. I'm gonna have to try that. I've never I think I've had beef jerky one time, but she loves the beef jerky from Buc-ee's. She also like I said, the candy coated almonds. And then she loved the beef sandwiches. Everybody loved the beef sandwich. Every time, bring me one, bring me some. Y'all coming down here for the 4th of July? Bring me a couple of them. I don't know where Beaufort, Texas is. That sounds like a racist town, Beaufort. Is Beaufort up east, west, south? Do you know Beaufort? Oh, ask for a sample. Yeah, when we go like 4th of July, we'll leave that Friday. So I know my brother gonna want to go and get a burrito because we don't eat meat on Fridays. Uh, Dog, but I'm gonna have to taste that beef jerky if we stop in because I know my cousin gonna say, bring me a couple of sliced beef sandwiches. I don't know if they have popcorn, Nene. They got so much other stuff in there, and they sell clothes too. They got all kind of different kind of nuts all down the wall, and all of that, just nuts and trail mix and all that kind of stuff. And of course, they sell, the beer and wine and all that stuff, and then just different stuff uh, they have in there. I actually, every time I go, I don't just be looking everywhere to see all what they have. I know, like I said, the pastry. I bought some good old chocolate chip cookies because I love chocolate chip cookies. They were fresh. And then of course they have the other cookies, and then I think they got cinnamon. They got all kind of stuff. Don't go in there hungry. Don't go in there hungry. It's the only thing I can tell you. Oh, you don't know what Beaufort is? Okay. I've never smelled popcorn. Fresh popcorn, I haven't. Now, they may have popcorn in a bag, but I haven't smelled the fresh popcorn because the one in Baytown, their meat place is in the center. And where they do most of the breakfast sandwiches and their beef. And then they got the other side. They got a full-fledged kitchen in there. A full-fledged kitchen. They got plenty of people. And what everybody like about Buc-ee's? The cleanest restrooms. The cleanest restrooms. You ain't got to worry about coming out of there with none on your shoe. They are clean, spick and span. People will stop there to use the restroom. And yeah, you will leave there broke. Buc-ee's is huge. They have about 50 gas pumps. 50 or more gas pumps. Somebody said 100. I don't think 100, but I know about 50 gas pumps they got. And they sell all kind of stuff. Barbecue pits. They sell clothes. Stuff that's going to represent Texas. Maybe some of the Texas teams and stuff like that. I don't know. They got other stuff in there. I don't know. But they do. They have a lot of stuff in Buc-ee's. Going to Buc-ee's is like going to the to one of the stores. Maybe like going to Wally World. But they not cheap. They not cheap. But yeah, you go in there and you're gonna spend some coins in there. Yeah, you're gonna spend some coins. Let me go back up and make sure I ain't miss anybody, because classy lady getting ready to get off of here. Oh, you live 2 hours from a Buc-ee's? Well, you already know. Levi, I didn't ask you about that. Yeah, I like chocolate chip cookies too. All right, y'all. Let me go back over this. Remember, I am a partner with YouTube. I have super chats, super stickers available, super thanks, memberships available, super gifts, and super thanks. I said that. I do have memberships. You purchase a membership, you'll light up in green on my channel. I have three levels: $1.99, $2.99, $3.99. I am looking for new members to become a member, paid memberships. The super chat, super thanks, super chat, super stickers, or you can purchase that with the little dollar sign. And the little dollar sign, you can go from $1 all the way up to $500 to donate to or be a blessing to me, the content creator, the host of the channel. This little cute little gift box, they have little GIFs that you could purchase, and also bless me with the news. You can also bless me with as well. Y'all know we got that FIFA here, the soccer and stuff here. Last night they had to cancel it because it was, I think it rained so much. But they have Fan Fest here, where they have a lot of free stuff where the fans can come and enjoy some activities and stuff that they have here. So if you in the Houston, Texas area, the FIFA, they got that going on. They have a lot of stuff going on. And then they also have the soccer tournaments going on. So I don't live in that area. I don't plan on going in that area because I don't do the walking like I used to when I was young. I don't do all that walking and stuff like that like I used to do. But I do like to go out to dinner and things of that nature. Some that's things of that nature. But I don't get out there in that crowd like that, whereas all them young could be a potential of a lot of young people and stuff. I mean, old people too. Old people do stuff too, but I try to stay out the way. I done had my fun. Now I'm in a different era. I need to get in a different group where, like I said, I like to travel. I need to, get in a different space than the partying and the club and what I used to do. And I only did that for a short period of time. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm really just trying to get myself healed up where I can move around and get out and get about and meet new people and stuff and live the rest of my life out as what God is planned for me. So with that being said, everybody, I'm getting ready to get out of here. I thank y'all for coming over. I thank y'all for supporting me day in and day out. I love the conversations we have over here. I think we have a good time over here. So y'all keep coming back, and we'll keep it going. I'll keep it going. Because like I say, sometimes I don't want to come on, and then when I come on, I feel much better. So I'm not always, I ain't going to say I'm not sad, but I'm not always just, and wanting to laugh and play and stuff like that. So y'all out there in YouTube land, y'all keep coming back. Y'all keep encouraging me by the numbers and stuff that I see. And I'm going to get off of here. Angels on everybody's pillows. I love y'all. And like I said, don't come over here taking no stuff back and lying on me about something I said. If you're going to say something about me, tell the truth. And be truthful with yourself. So with that being said, everybody have a good night. Angels circulating around everybody's house for safety. Your cars, your job, wherever you may travel. And angels on everybody's pillows. Classy lady will see y'all later.